Amazing Spider-Man 2. My Spider-Man series has got us here. Directed by Mark Webb, starring Andrew Garfield, Jamie Foxx, Gwen Stacy, Emma Stone. Let's get into the things that I really loved about this film. Now, as you can see through the title, and I'm honest when I say this, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, to me, and I know this is all opinion-based, is the perfect Spider-Man movie. I know, a lot of people will hate me for saying this. I don't give a fuck, and I'm willing to take the blame. I love this film a lot. Let's just get into the pros, and then I will talk to you more of a story aspect about the film. But let's get into it. Now this is where I realized Peter being out of high school, and that this is where Andrew Garfield shines as Peter and Spider-Man. We knew he was an incredible Spider-Man. We knew that. But now I can believe Andrew as being Peter Parker in this film. This film shows it all. He gives it his all. 100% performance in this film. We also have Emma Stone and Gwen Stacy, and that chemistry is just... it's like electric. They go right together, and it works so much throughout this film. Now, I will fucking admit that Electro is a cheesy fucking villain, but I love Jamie Foxx in the film, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually did enjoy Electro. I will say that. I enjoyed Electro, okay? Once again, in this film, they really do explore more the parents, Richard and Mary Parker, throughout the story, which I liked. A lot of deleted scenes, though. There's a sequence, you guys know, Peter meets his father. I will stand by that. Should have been in the film. Definitely should have been in the final cut of the film. It really would have been something very fucking special, I think, because when you go and watch that sequence by itself, it is very impactful and very emotional. But I will say that the story is lingering around the background a little bit more, though. Now, like, it sticks out more with the main plot, and I was happy to see that, and I really loved it. I have to say, I loved Peter's story throughout this film. As much as I did say The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I love that one. This is the best out of all Spider-Man, the best suit that they do have. The fucking huge lenses, everything from top to bottom, it is the best suit. And I was thinking about it too when I said that on when I was talking about Amazing Spider-Man 1. Yeah, this is the best suit in this film. It really is. I will also say, though, that this is probably the best Spider-Man film that's got the best action and the best visuals. The best web swinging, better than Amazing Spider-Man 1, but best visuals, best action, especially with the Electro fights. Oh, it's so fucking badass. CGI, too, was really good in this film as well. But a very graceful, emotional score by Hans Zimmer to top this film off. Oh my god, just make me come. I think there are so many outtakes right now. Captain Stacy, right? I said Captain Spacey. Anyways, all right, let's reset this. I really like that haunting aspect. I really do. After his death in The Amazing Spider-Man 1, he tells Peter that stay away from my daughter and that, and obviously we know they go back together and they break up throughout the film. But I think that haunting is so much of a cool idea of a foreshadowing moment that something's going to happen to Gwen throughout the film. And that leads me into my next point of what I like about this film is how Peter deals with Gwen's death, how Peter mourns in that, and this film is so fucking emotionally heavy. I think it's one of the most... It is... obviously, we know Spider-Man 2 is the stronger film and always going to be the better film. But I will say that, like, this film is so emotional, and it works for being that type of emotional high schooler Peter Parker college story. It works for that. I also will say I loved a lot of the film, or I loved a lot of the scenes in the film that were really practical throughout New York City. I thought that was a really good idea. You look at our Marvel Cinematic Universe films now, like Homecoming or Far From Home. These films aren't practical anymore. They're all CGI fest in that. But I like a lot of, like, they closed down Rochester, New York to film the car sequence, and they also closed down Times Square to film the Electro sequence there. That's cool, and that's what I always respect is practical effects. One of the things I also love is Spider-Man helping a little kid in the film. It's the little things like that that just really show this Peter Parker, this Spider-Man, and I love it. And I will always say, I'm sorry to say that I love this film, and it really does have a lot of emotion to it, and I will stand by and I will literally defend this film. I don't care. I know fucking Green Goblin and the Rhino. Let's talk about them. Yeah, they're fucking horrible. I know that. I did not, and also there are so many subplots in this film that do get really convoluted, and I do not like how this film tries to set up the future Sinister Six that never ended up fucking happening. Yes, I do love that, or I do not love that at all, but you can't appreciate a lot of the incredible things in this film that it has to offer. I can look over the Green Goblin and Rhino because they're not in the film that much. You do have Electro, and I like Jamie Foxx. I was saying one of the best scenes that got cut out of this film was Peter meeting his father right after Gwen died, and it basically is a motivational thing to get him to become or return to being Spider-Man again. I love the film. I really do. There's not a lot more else to say. Now, what I loved Amazing Spider-Man 3, they're talking about resurrections with symbiote, resurrecting all these people like Captain Stacy, Gwen, and Uncle Ben. These are rumors that people are going to get resurrected in that. Would I love that idea? Probably not. I won't lie. But I will say Amazing. I'm going to rate it right now, guys, a 9 out of 10, and I'm sorry, whatever, give me shit for it, I don't care, but I will say The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man film to date. Now, we haven't seen No Way Home yet, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man film to date. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.